part of Team Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever you have it in your chart, we're going to go and look into these cards and get messages specifically for Aries. So if you are new to this brand new channel here, this is going to be a channel that is dedicated to my Aries placements out there. All right, so let's go ahead and tap in. We're going to see what's coming through, Spirit, for my Aries collective. Which goddess is coming through for my Aries collective at this time? Oh, I love this, Aries. We have Modaji. I always have a hard time saying her name. So this represents manifestation. I love it. Look at that number 9 too. You know that 2025 is a universal 9 year. So I feel like this is confirmation for many of you for when this manifestation is going to pour in. It is coming in before the year is over. Some of you might be looking around and feeling like you're in a drought, okay? You see here where it's rain. It's almost like she's doing a rain dance. Like maybe there was a time period where you've been in a drought. For some of y'all, it could have been the last 9 months. For some of you, it could have been the last 9 years, okay? But things are about to start pouring in. Those blessings are about to start pouring in. I'm getting the efforts that you've put in over this last 9-year cycle, anything that is manifesting for you here throughout the duration of 2025, this is a culmination of the work that you've done over the last 9 years, okay? So for some of you, these are really big breakthroughs that you're going to have in career, in business, in finance, in relationships, in your lifestyle, in your environment, okay? Your mindset, you are undergoing a big shift, a big change here. Maybe going from a space of feeling like, barren, dry, like lacking, to feeling abundant, feeling like things are pouring into your life. These could be manifestations that are coming in multitudes is what I'm hearing. So like different manifestations coming in, okay? Some of you need to dance, Aries, dance more, move that body. You might be a dancer or just enjoy dancing. That is something that is a part of your manifestation technique, okay, is dancing. I know for me personally, when I was taking pole dancing classes, I had a pole set up in my apartment and everything, but I used to, do little pole dancing routines or whatever when I did my rituals to manifest, whatever it was I was trying to manifest. So, maybe some of you like to pole dance or whatever kind of dance that you're into. That's not a dance, I don't think. Merengue is that, I think that's more of a music. So music type. So some of you might like that kind of music. But yeah, for some of you, I don't know if it's raining a lot where you're at. This could be when a manifestation is coming in for some of you too. That could be kind of like an indicator, like, ooh, something's coming in for me. It's like the way that the earth is symbolically like raining. Like God is going to start symbolically raining into your life these blessings, okay? As above, so below is what I'm picking up on here as well. It's giving me magician energy from the tarot. 9 is a number of self-mastery in numerology too. You've basically defeated like all the levels, you're kind of at that final boss level, but I feel like you're past that. Like you're past the final boss level. You won that. And now you're just on this road to like victory, because the prayers are finally being answered. Okay. Or the manifestations are finally materializing, right? I don't know why. I just saw, was reminded of Beetlejuice with the black and white that she's wearing. And I know it's spooky season. For some of y'all could be dressing up as Beetlejuice for Halloween, or you really like that movie. just saw how that just like dramatically flew out of the deck. Look at that. We have your dreams. Your dreams are coming true, Aries. Okay. This is beautiful, right? So some of you might have like very vivid imaginations. So creative visualization is also a good manifestation technique for you. You might feel like, oh, I'm just drifting off into fairy tale land. But no, what you're actually doing is engaging in creative visualization and manifesting your goals through your daydreams, okay? Some of you could be getting signs, synchronicities, confirmations in your actual dreams as well. So you want to make sure you're like recording your dreams and stuff like that. But this is also a reminder, Aries, to follow your dreams, okay? Don't give up on manifesting your dreams. For many of you, there's some of these dreams are materializing for you this year. Ooh, nine months. For some of you, this is about pregnancy, okay? Maybe you're wanting to be a mother. Some of you could be getting pregnant like in 9 months. I don't know what is like 9 months from now. Let me see. It's about to be October. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So Gemini, Cancer season, you could be getting pregnant. Let's see what else we have going on. Somebody could have blonde hair whether you're natural or you dye it that way. Maybe you have highlights or even like a wig that you wear. Star mother, I told you, some of you, your goal, your dream is to be a mother. That's going to happen for you, like I said, within the next 9 months. That could be materializing for you if you're not pregnant already. All right, now this is also about mothering yourself. So doing what you need to do to take care of yourself, nurture yourself, pour into yourself, okay? That's going to be really important for you, Aries. You are coming through like big Empress energy, right? So you are someone that is very just soft, and you know, you might, come on, I'm an Aries myself, so we kind of get a bad rap for just being like super intense all the time, but I think people really be misreading us because Aries be kind of chill until we're pissed off. Then yeah, that's a different story. But yeah, like for some of you, you're very gentle, you're nurturing, you're kind, you're warm. You know, people feel safe with you. They feel seen. You might help other people like heal their mother wounds. That's interesting. Just through your relationships, like these could be personal relationships that you have with friends, that you have with a lover, whoever, and you help to heal their mother wound. These could be people that are a part of your soul family. We have Pleiades. All right, so some of you, you might have like an advanced soul or something from this other galaxy here. So some of you could resonate with channeling, you know, messages from spirit, you know, your guides and things like that. So you might be tapped in spiritually. Not even might be, you are tapped in spiritually with this Pleiades card coming through here. You are meant to help elevate the collective consciousness. Like I said, through mothering people too. That is, you know, where a lot of your medicine comes from. You embody the energy of like that divine feminine, okay, or the goddess, right? That's so beautiful. Look at that. Deep replenishment, rest, retreat, be held. So as I was saying, you know, that goes back to mothering yourself. You might need to take more time to rest, retreat into your own energy. Maybe you've been really busy, active outside, you know, just, you know, here, there, everywhere in other people's face and stuff like that. And you might just need to reel it on in and have a little quiet time to yourself. She's over here spending some time near water. So going to like a lake, a river, the ocean. That could be really good for you. And if you you can't make it to one of those places, take you a nice spiritual bath, okay? You could be overdue for something like that, all right? But as I was saying, this is an energy not only that you're meant to, you know, share with yourself, but it's something that you do naturally give to others, so much to the point that you might sacrifice this when it comes to giving to yourself, when it comes to nurturing yourself. So that's something to keep in mind, Aries. That's funny because we do have boundaries, and you know you can't spell boundaries without Aries, okay? Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So some of you could be overgiving, overextending. I did mention that. You know, make sure that you're giving to yourself. Make sure that you're pouring into your cup. Some of you could be saying no to people. You could be cutting some people off here. You know, it's going to be a different situation for everybody. Some of you could just be creating a little distance. You could be adjusting the relationship dynamics, the expectations, what have you. So yeah, you know, that's going to look a little different for everybody, but you are being encouraged to tighten up on your boundaries. Some of y'all have been a little loose. Ooh, we don't slut shame or any of that over here. I'm not calling you a slut, but some of y'all, I don't know, maybe you've been having some fun out there, been in these streets. Some of y'all might need to have some better boundaries, maybe be more selective or something like that. No, this is all coming from a loving space. No judgment, okay? We're going to see what's coming up in the tarot. I heard a friend you could be setting boundaries with. This might be your friend that's like always, it's always an emergency. It's always something, you know, with them. And you might be letting them know, like, bro, you gonna have to you can't just be calling me for that. Like, mind you, I just saw 1212 on the timer, so that could be an angel number for you. But yeah, you could be telling someone, like, you can't just be calling me for that, especially when you never check on me. You never ask what I got going on. Or, you know, when I do need you, you are nowhere to be found. I heard you let me down, okay? So for some of y'all might have been let down by, like, a friend, getting a woman. Let's see what else. We're going to tap in with the tarot now. See what we got coming through for my Aries placements. The devil. Ooh, look at that. That's who you got to set the boundaries with. Okay, so for some of you, this could be some toxic motherfuckers that you need to, like, hey, get back. Get back. Okay, I don't know if it's a Capricorn that some of y'all could be dealing with that you need to set boundaries with, or that you have done so. This could also be setting boundaries with yourself. You know, the devil can be our vices, right? Areas where we tend to overindulge, all right? So there might be an element of you needing to kind of reel it in. Like I was saying, even for some of y'all, you know, maybe you've been feeling really passionate lately and, you know, having some fun, but it might be time to reel it in just a little bit. All right, what is this devil, Spirit? I need to get a clarifier on what this devil is. Okay, it could be so many things. Spirit, what is this devil showing up for Aries? Death, transformation. Okay. For some of you, yeah, it could be a refusal to, like, lay down some sort of toxic pattern, relationship. You got to let it go. You have to go through this transformation. And this year is going to force you, with it being a universal 9 year, it's going to force you to wrap up cycles. I mean, I guess we always have a choice, but I get like the universe is also like going to start stripping things away if you don't get in alignment here. We also have Scorpio energy on the table. Something about Scorpio season could be significant. And that'll be right around the corner. We just entered into Libra, so Scorpio season will be next. Page of Wands, there you are. My lovely fire sign, my Aries baby. Okay. So for some of you, this is about your inner child. There's something you're needing to heal around your inner child that might be a little toxic, okay? I'm here, Aries, to do these readings for you. I am serving you, but I am also being honest with you. We're not sugarcoating anything. These readings are for Aries to become the best versions of themselves that they can be. So that does mean, I just saw 5:55 on the timer. That does mean that I have to respectfully, call you out about some things. And there's something going on here with your inner child. Maybe there was a time in your life where your inner child, your younger version of yourself, didn't have good boundaries. And most of us were not taught to have boundaries. Especially children, they're usually not given much autonomy or freedom to kind of assert their independence, their individuality. So it's not until maybe later in life that you're learning, like, oh, actually boundaries are here to protect me, to keep me safe, not to control me. So yeah, that could be some of y'all's relationship with boundaries. You feel like they're controlling. But really, they help you to cultivate the utmost safety within a relationship. And I feel like a safe relationship is free. It feels free. It doesn't feel confining. And that's the last thing an Aries needs, is something feeling confining. Yes, your inner child is going through a big transformation here. Going back to Star Mother. Oh, some of you too. You could be pregnant with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. Seven of Swords, that self-sabotage. How you be getting in your own way. Gotta address that. It could become more clear, more evident to you around the next full moon. That'll be a full moon in your sign. Okay, where it's gonna be blatantly obvious how you have been sabotaging yourself, Aries. And for many of you, it can be just overgiving. You show up as a star mother. This is a part of your mission, is to mother others. But you also have to know, like, where your limits are. Because your purpose also is to mother yourself, too. It's not just to mother others. It's to mother your inner child. We have strength. You've been through a lot. You're so strong. You're so graceful. You don't look like what you've gone through. People could really admire you. There's just a certain essence that you have about you. When you enter in a room, it's like you command respect. Something about you commanding respect. And I mean, I feel like that's a very Aries thing to do. Now, for some of you, the Strength card is about having the courage to face your fears. With the Seven of Swords, sometimes there's an element of wanting to be avoidant in a situation that we need to be a little more direct with. Okay, so There could be a situation that's definitely calling for you to be courageous in communicating your truth with the Page of Swords. Okay? There could be something about your communication that could mature a little bit more. Okay? Because we got a lot of page energy. So the inner child is definitely coming through pretty strong. One thing about the Page of Swords, they can be kind of nervous, you know, sometimes in expressing like themselves. They're not necessarily the most confident in doing so. So that could be something that's maybe a little newer for you, Aries, where you're just really starting to get comfortable expressing yourself, expressing your truth, advocating for yourself, your needs, your wants. New terrain, but it's good, you know. Yeah, it's so funny. Underneath the deck, we have the Five of Swords. So some people are going to be salty about your boundaries. I will say that. Okay, I don't know. For some of you, there could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They might be watching you too. The Page of Swords is like the spy. Okay, so somebody could be on your socials or something like that, checking you out. Yeah, and they can definitely look, I don't know if they want to come in and start a fight. I don't think so. They're going to watch more than anything. They're not showing up as the Knight of Swords, super combative, but you do have somebody in your energy that's watching, that might feel a little defeated by the boundaries that you've set with them. But oh well, like that's not your responsibility to manage someone else's emotions. So definitely do you, take care of you. That does seem to be the biggest message here, Aries, is for you to fall back. Maybe that's literally what the fall is for you, that season. Maybe the fall and winter time is for you to pour more into yourself. And then when you pop out for your birthday next spring and moving into summer, you share more of that energy with others. But this seems to be the time where you're going to start building up your reserves, almost like you're hibernating here, okay? But yeah. All right, my loves. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up this message here. If you enjoyed this at all, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yes, stay tuned for more of these Aries readings. Until next time, sending you so much love. Bye.